Bluff City Media presents the No Bluffing podcast. Stepping up to the microphone are your hosts, Christian Ingram and Evan Hayes. Now, let's get to the show.
Welcome back. What's going on? My name is Chris Ingram.
And my name is Evan Hayes.
And this is a No Bluffin podcast where we keep it all the way real, all the way raw, and all the way honest about everything Grizzlies, man. Y'all know what's going on. Glad to be back for another week. Evan, what's going on, my guy?
Not much, bro. You know, another day, another dollar. Even though I ain't making a lot of money, but I'm just playing y'all, you know, all that. But no, I'm good though. Everything going good. Good week. Hey, y'all turned us up last with the views, especially our clip or our conversation about Scottie Pippen Jr. I think we around like 500 views right now. So appreciate
got the
y'all
people going, man.
Got the people going. But no, it was a good week, bro. Just getting work done. Just all I've been doing, getting work done. Little bit of downtime yesterday. Saw Deadpool Wolverine. So yeah. All my people out there have seen it. If you know, you know. But nah.
Talk about it real quick, man. I ain't seen it yet. Probably ain't going to get to see it for a minute, but I am going to watch it. I'm going to make an effort to get there. Just your quick reaction. You ain't got to give a storyline or nothing like that, a spoiler, but just, you know, your critique, your judgment on it, man. Was it a good movie?
It was a very good movie. That's what I would say. I watched it with my girlfriend and some of my homeboys from high school, and we all rave. But even if you're not a comic book fan, like my girlfriend, she's not really a big comic book fan, but even she was laughing and enjoying. So yeah, I think, of course, you can't take your girls to see it, but for the people that are of age, no. For the people that are of age, I think it's very enjoyable. A lot of references I feel like everyone can enjoy. So, and stay for the post-credit scenes. That's all I gotta say.
Oh wait, man! If you don't know that by now with the
Marvel movies,
man, you just need to don't go watch it because that's so irritating when it's an important movie that's out. Really, all of them are important, but like the important ones, people leave and that's like you want to throw a tomato at them, bro. Like, what you doing, bro?
We like 10 years, 15 years in, but I would say like 9 out of 10 probably my rating right now. 9.5 maybe on a good day, but yeah, 9 out of 10, a solid 9 out of 10 movie for sure.
The best Deadpool yet?
I would say so because all 3 Deadpool movies have been really good in my opinion. So I would say because I'll say number 3, number 1, then 2. That's my ranking of all the Deadpool movies. Me personally, but that's just me though.
For sure.
Yeah, man, my was huge at them. All them goats. All them goats. Yeah.
Nothing bad to say about them dudes for sure. My week similar, bro. You know, just busy with work, busy parenting. The summer league is done, so I mean, obviously we got the Olympics to get us by for a couple weeks, but that dead period of August to September is gonna suck when it comes to basketball. So man, but luckily we got football coming up, so
we do.
I'm excited for that.
Football, and we will talk football. So
absolutely,
Chris a little more bigger football head than me, but we gonna talk some good football in this job for sure.
We got to for sure. Well, I know I spent a lot of time this week. One thing I can say is playing that new college football 25, my guy. Mine ain't far. I ain't far from it either. My camera done messed up on me, but yeah, I ain't far from it either. Man, what's your first thoughts of the game? How many hours do you think you done put in? Is it good to have it back? Because I know for me, I'm happy as hell.
Oh no, for sure. It's probably telling my age a little bit, but I was only 10 years old when the last one came out at 14. So
okay.
So I didn't have of course I had good memories with it, but I wasn't playing games for like that long.
Like that.
To have like a real attachment to it is like so my brother did, and like guys, your age, my brother's age, like them age.
How old is Ed?
Ed is 20. He's turning 26 in 2.5 weeks. So yeah,
okay, so yeah, he got the experience, kind of the peak of it, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But no, I enjoyed it back then. I enjoyed it now. Like it is a great game. A funny thing about it, funny story. I didn't have a new gen console, so I had to buy me a new gen console, right?
Yeah.
I still have my Xbox One. I finessed to get my Xbox Series S for $76 because
from a crackhead.
I went to GameStop.
You went to South Memphis, bro? You got a crackhead at the car wash? What's up, bro? What you doing, man?
Nah, I just one of my homeboys, which I didn't know because I'm not a huge gamer myself. He just told me, yo, just sell all your old system stuff. Because first they told me if I sell my old system, I get a discount. I said, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then the discount wasn't really hitting like that. I was like, okay. I said, hey, I got a whole bin back at the crib, like old games, old consoles that we don't use. So I pulled it back up with a big. Oh, I wish I had a picture of it. It's like a big tub of like old Wii games, Wii U, game, anything.
How many games?
I had at least 50 to 60 games in that joint. Between a GameCube.
He's on all of them.
I got a lot. I knocked it down from 290 to 76. I was not playing, bro. I was not.
Oh,
I
okay.
was not. Bro, I said I had Xbox One games, Xbox 360 games, Wii games, and GameCube games. All that in Nintendo DS games. I had all that just in a big bin.
Boy, I would have hated to been behind you in the line. Good God.
But thing is, when it was no one else in there.
Okay, perfect.
The dude at the counter was really rocking with me. He was like, hey, let's try to do it. I called him back. I was like, hey, bro, I'm finna come back with like 50 something. I said, is that okay? He said, you good? I said, bet, my dog. So that was finesse. Of course, the first thing I bought once it came in was cost about $25.
Yes, sir.
And it's been a very enjoyable experience. I am on my Memphis road to glory right now. I am a 4-5-star recruit from Memphis, Tennessee, and I played for the hometown Memphis Tigers. So we good. So it's been enjoyable. But how's been your reaction? You've had a little longer than me, so how's been your reaction so far?
Yeah, I was one of the ones that pre-ordered it. I wanted to make sure I got that Madden included with it just because it was a good deal. So I went ahead and got the pre-order. Didn't play it the very first day, but I was on it the very next day.
Yeah.
And man, I've been having a ball with it, bro. It just like next gen football games, mainly because it's only been EA that's been doing it. And for my people that don't play video games, sorry, you gotta sit through this segment. We're gonna talk basketball in just a second. But like if you know, like if you've been trying to play like I have, like they just been terrible, bro. The mechanics, it's been so robotic.
It's been terrible.
Like, engine, that's perfect. And that's why they stopped doing basketball games because it was kind of weird. They just been letting 2K rock, and I've been begging 2K, like, give us a football, bring NFL 2K back, do something, bro. And I saw probably a couple of weeks before the game released, it was like, I don't want to call it an emulator game, but it was some game that's, some people like they got their own development system they were making with football. They had, the people doing the motion capture, and I'm talking about the mechanics was looking beautiful. I'm like, bro, EA gonna have to come on with it with this, college football. But they ain't disappointed. It feels real, like for sure.
It does.
And I haven't got a chance to do the what was the mode you just said?
Road to Glory.
I ain't done that one yet. I immediately went on Dynasty.
Yeah.
And I started out with Boise State just because the nostalgia. I remember when I first picked that game up, probably it may have been NCAA 07, maybe 06. But I just loved the blue turf that they had. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna take it all the way back. I started with them, went all the way to I think I didn't get to they didn't get invited to the college football playoff or whatever. But I did get a head coaching job offer at Memphis, just ironically. I said, all right, I'm gonna go. I started off as offensive coordinator. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and take this head coaching job. Took them all the way to the title game, bro.
Oh, they made the playoff. They made
the playoffs, made it to the title, the national championship, and lost to, I can't even remember who I lost to. I think it may have been Texas Tech. It was weird. But
weird school.
I'm trying to play on Heisman because you know how people, they judge you when you ain't playing on the best mode.
I don't care. I'm not doing it. Heisman is stressful. I'll stick to All American. I'm sticking to All American.
I think I'm gonna go back down.
I try to play a few games. I was like,
man.
The defense in this game is ridiculous, bro. Like,
yes,
you have a literally like it's real. It's like because in a real Division I football, you don't have that much time to throw the ball. When I say the D ends and the D linemen are on your case,
they on your ass.
After two Mississippi, they in your face, bro. You got to make a decision. You got to go through your recent progression like super fast, which is realistic. Like we can't complain. We've asked for a realistic football game for a while,
right?
So we can't really complain. But hey, I'm glad they made it challenging. You know, it's not you can't just glitch the game. You feel me? Like
unless you that dude that's been going viral with the Ohio State running back that just been spinning the whole field. I don't know how that happened.
But it's been enjoyable. The real talk. EA. Okay, so EA. I know you're not watching, but if y'all are, if y'all make college football this good, Madden has to be good.
It has to.
It has to. There's no way you make a S tier, A tier college football game, and then Madden is coming out in 3 months, something like that, 2 months.
Next month.
Yeah. It can't be bad, bro. It can't.
The last one wasn't that bad though, bro. That's the first Madden I bought in years.
I didn't play it, so I didn't know. My last Madden was 23 because I was so tired of it. So I didn't know what Madden 24 felt like. But
it wasn't bad. It's not this,
but
it's better than it's been at least. Man, I'm gonna say 10 years, bro.
My only thing that I don't like about, especially after playing college football, take the X factors out of the game, because if you have your X factors, it makes the game, at least especially playing online, like it makes it literally unfair. Like if you have Patrick Mahomes with bazooka, he's throwing it 40, 50, 60, 70 yards.
Hey, that's realistic, bro. Hey.
No, I'm sorry. I love Patrick Mahomes. He's probably the greatest quarterback we've ever seen talent-wise, but he ain't throwing it 80 yards just off the nipple down like that. Like, I'm sorry. In double coverage.
Why he diving to the sideline?
Slinging it. He's slinging it. He's not doing into triple coverage with your safety, your corner, and your free safety. Like, no.
Tripping, bro.
I like the ability. I like the abilities in college football, but I will replace it, man. I replace X-Factor with just the abilities in college today.
Yeah.
That's my take.
Yeah, man. It's an exciting time to be a gamer for sure. I think 2K is going to actually disappoint us even worse this year.
Why I say that?
Because they can.
No competition for real. And
yeah. What's the point?
You can't bring my NBA Live. And they try to bring NBA Live and see how that turned out. So
hey, if they got their football games looking like this now, I would like to see it.
I don't. You remember?
But I don't know what happened to make them stop. Like, I don't know if it was
the game NBA Live 20. I can't remember the last NBA Live. It was like 20.
The one with Joel Embiid on it. It's garbage.
Yeah, it just was. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that later. We're gonna get into that later. But it just wasn't. The game didn't look. I guess I understand they're trying to make it feel and look different in 2K, but they made it so different. It just wasn't a good game. Like, I tried to play it. It just wasn't a good game. So I don't know. Maybe EA just. College football is just, or football games just are knack, and maybe basketball games just.
They make good soccer games, bro. They even make good hockey games.
So I don't know. I don't play FIFA.
Man, they make everything good at this point. I don't know if they fired their development team, got some new engines or what. I would like to at least see it.
Is UFC
2K is tripping?
Is UFC produced by EA too?
UFC, yeah.
Okay,
bro.
I like UFC games. UFC games are actually very fun. So I don't know. Maybe they just having their delegating their talented people and on specific game areas, I guess, you know.
To let the old folks go.
But thing is, like, again, me showing my nerd brain, WWE makes good 2K games. The WWE 2K games, I know you probably haven't played, but those games are very fun, like very fun. So both 2K and EA, they still have their issues with making well-rounded all of their games well-rounded. Because it seems like if one game is good, the other game got to be bad. They can't just make two good games at the same time during the same year, which I don't really understand. But
man, they count their money on the NBA 2K before they even. They like we know these suckers gonna go out here and spend $150 on the Hall of Fame edition, and then they gonna put in another $200 in VC. We know they gonna do it.
That's why I can't play 2K like that. Of course, I'm a sucker. I still buy it. But it's pay to play. It's pay to win now. Like,
bro, you know what I bought 2K this year?
What?
I got a notification probably about 2-3 months ago. Said they're doing $19.99. I said, go add it to my cart.
Might as well.
Season over with. I ain't care.
Ain't no roster updates for real.
Man.
Play park, call it a day.
I skipped it this year. I could give 2 Fs for sure.
I miss the days on 2K because when I was still on my parents' pocket and I wasn't paying, I used to love grinding my career because you could actually level up a decent amount playing my career.
And it was fun to do it too.
It was fun. Nowadays, my career is terrible now. And it's so hard to upgrade through my career. So you have to, if you actually want to play with your friends,
right,
you have to pay. Like I used to bring a 75, 80-year-old to the park and still be hooping. You bring a 75, but I used to be playing because I was actually good. You bring a 75, 80-year-old park now.
And the server's gonna be lagging, so that makes it even worse. Like
the last time I really played 2K for real, like played was like 17, like 18, probably like those last like before the 20s, because 19 was bad. 2018 is probably the last time I like played, got in my career, played party in my league. Like I played it ever since then. It's just been
when I get it, bro, the only thing I really play is my team now. My team, and if I mess with you, I may try to play online a little bit, but as soon as I get the lag and I cut it off, I ain't finna do that. Nope.
Yeah. Even with my team, it's still pay to win though. Like again, with my team, you still have to pay because with the auction house and opening pack. That's what I never did. That's why I did.
No,
that's why
I grinded. I grinded through all the modes. I'm not paying a dime because I don't play online. That's what I'm saying. Like unless I was playing it online, it's cool. But I'm playing my team offline with myself. That's it.
Yeah,
y'all can judge me all you want. I don't care. You come over to my house, I'm gonna whoop you, but I ain't playing you online.
Listen, I like to play online here, and especially when I did my team. But I got so tired of like my pink diamonds used to be like get torched by like Galaxy Opals and something like.
You know what I'm saying? Like
these 98 overalls now. Galaxy Opals are a thing, and now everything under a Galaxy Opal is just nothing to them. It's garbage now. Like
Babbage.
My pink diamond Steph Curry can't make an open 3 now. Like what? Like
see what I'm saying?
Like
the game is broke, man. The game is broke. Well, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the No Bluffin news, man. We got some cool topics for y'all today.
Yes,
starting with a potential Tyus Jones reunion. A lot of people in Grizz Nation, they felt like some of these reports was capped. But from what it is looking like, a lot of this being reported, bro. I'm sorry, it's not capped. It was reported on Saturday over the weekend that Tyus Jones was muling over between the Grizzlies, the Suns, and I think it was one more mystery team that they said. You remember what the other team was?
I don't remember. The only team I saw was Memphis and Phoenix.
Okay, it was one.
It was no. I think it was Denver because I think they was shooting between.
Not Denver.
It wasn't Denver because I know they signed Russ. I was like, maybe that would make sense. I
can't think off the top of my head right now, but surprisingly, Miami wasn't in the running. I was like, okay, but I know they got Scary Terry, so if he trying to start, I understand that.
He's not guard, but okay.
But you're right, yeah. But people been going back and forth on this whole thing about I've heard people say even before this news came out, man, just bring Tyus on back, and I was indifferent about it myself. I want to get your thoughts on it first, man. Just when you saw that was reported that it kind of came down to Memphis as the last 2 to 3 teams. What was your thoughts on that? Would you have welcomed him back? Do you think it would have been smart to bring him back? Just what was your overall thoughts on that whole situation?
I was kind of like you. I didn't think it was cap, but I didn't really see him realistically coming here. Mm-hmm. Because what I love Tyus back on this team, of course, because he was great in his role. Like we had a starter level guard playing the backup point guard. Who wouldn't love that? Right. But it's 2 things. Do we need to spend that money on Tyus Jones? No. Could we use that money other places? Yes. I'm not discounting how good Tyus Jones is, but that's why I was like, yes, I would love Tyus Jones back, but it's other needs that we could use that money to go to. Mm-hmm. So I didn't really see him really come because he wants to be a starting point guard. He's made that apparently clear. Like he wants to play high level basketball starts. I didn't really see him, and it's none against Tyus. I understand that. Like he's a starter caliber point. There isn't 30. I don't think there's 30 guards in the NBA better than him. I don't think so. 30 starting jobs better than him? I wouldn't think so. So I understand why he wants to start. So
26, 27 maybe.
Yeah,
maybe 20. I give him about 24 jobs that he should get.
Yeah, you feel me? So maybe. I wouldn't put 30 guys over him with the point guard position. So I understand I understand the thought of him entertaining it, but I really see him coming now because he'll be playing backup again. So yeah. Besides Tyus, though, get your bag, bro. You in Phoenix, even though that's a dumpster fire situation right now, but hey, maybe you are the missing piece they need to be a serviceable franchise, even though I don't think they will. Yeah. But hey, shout out to I can't say nothing bad about Stones, bro. He was one of my favorite players when he was here. He just seemed like just be real cool. I've never met him, but he just seems to be just a real cool dude.
Real chill, yeah.
Real chill. Family seems to be chill. Really, just the whole Jones family. Because even when Trey playing in San Antonio, they just real solid guys. So all right, guys. Shout out Stones, bro. Hopefully you got your money in. Actually play some winning basketball because the Wizards was a terrible situation. But that was my piece on it, bro. What about you, fam?
Man, his stock tanked, bro. He took a vet's minimum to go to Phoenix. So it's one of those things where what do you value?
That was winning. I think playing and winning, I think he values potentially winning and playing winning basketball.
So this is my well. Let me stay here because I want to make sure I touch on this part first. But I'm gonna come back to what the point you said because that is where I'm kind of conflicted with it at. Like we said initially, I was like, him coming is not gonna happen. Like this is like when the season first ended, people was talking about this, like bring Tyus back, and I think he flirted with like it was some tweet that he flirted with. That was an old tweet. Yeah. So it was making it seem like all right.
And Dez and Bang was saying he was like Dez was coach team stuff too. Dez egged it on because Dez was coach team stuff when people say bring Tyus. He was like bring Tyus. Yeah, so it was Dez's fault too. But continue.
Yep. So with that, it's like when that came out, I'm like, all right, if it happens, great. Do I think that he values the culture and the history that he had here? I think he does, and he did. But you got to put yourself out there to see if you can get some type of big contract. You just came off of starting for your first time in your career for a whole season, and I think him, his agent, and even the Wizards thought his market was going to be bigger than what it was, but turns out it's not. So you come up to that report comes out, and I'm starting to kind of talk myself into the idea, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason being, this is the way I looked at it as, if you bring Tyus back, which me and you have debated, I know Sane has talked about it, different people in Grizz Twitter, Grizz Nation period have probably discussed it, that Marcus Smart could potentially be moved at some point. My mind frame of when I seen that is like, all right, if Tyus is coming back, you're probably going to do some type of move fairly quickly to get Marcus Smart on another team and bring back some type of wing upgrade, which I think that still probably is going to happen at some point, depending on, how things start the season. But to me, that was going to be a fast track to get there because there's no point of having Tyus, Marcus Smart, like all these guards and guys that can bring the ball up and do different things or whatever. That also tells me that people can stop with this Scottie Pippen stuff. I done went back and forth on Twitter. I'm done with it. If they were thinking about bringing him back, that means that they don't see in a championship contending window that Scottie is the guy. And I'm perfectly fine with that.
They don't value Scottie. If they was actually going to bring Tyus back, then that solves the Scottie Pippen's discussion. It ends it right there.
It ends it right there. Yeah. Like, it is not to say that he won't get a spot. I think he will at the end of the year. This is not a Scottie segment. We did that last week. Y'all can go run it back. But that just tells me that in a year of being ready to compete and Climate already said before, was it smart to triple down, quadruple down on youth? I think if he deemed that to be a thing, that's probably going back the other way that he's trying to get away from. So that's what me talking myself into it, that's what made me think, okay, cool. If Tyus is back, that means they're going to upgrade the small forward position. It's going to suck to lose Marcus Smart, but you got to do what you got to do because we got to compete. And ultimately, it didn't work out. He ends up going to the Suns. I look at it two ways, though, going back to what you were saying. I think he still gets his value up if he comes back here because his value is going to be high, pushing this team, helping this team win basketball games, potentially win an NBA title. And if you're even doing a one-year deal at the 3.3, whatever he did, the vet minimum deal he took, you still can re-up next season and get a starting job. You still can. Yeah. But you're just coming off like a Bruce Brown saying, look, y'all know my value, I know what I bring, but then I just help this team win a championship. I think that boosts him higher. And again, Phoenix could do it. I still don't see it. They're going to have too many health issues. But they just can't stay healthy, bro. Not their big three. It's always something with them. So anyway, it didn't happen at the end of the day, but it was a cool thought for probably 2-3 hours. That's how fast it went. Like the news came out, and then next thing you know, Woj and Shams talking about these signs. So that's all I got on it, bro.
Yeah, I feel you. Like your reasoning was very logical, and that's not an incorrect way to think at all. I just don't. I'm not saying I disagree with you. I didn't think of it that way because I feel like he just values starting majority
right now. Yeah,
he wants to start. That's why he left Memphis in the first place. Because that's why he wanted to get. It's not because he disliked the team.
Right.
Obviously, the team loved him. He just thought he deserved to be he didn't think there were 30 guys in the league better than him in the point guard position, which I completely understand that. Yeah. So that's why I'm not saying you're wrong, but that's why I didn't think the way you were, because I could never see him coming back to the place where he wanted to leave for that reason in the first place. You see what I'm saying? Like your reason makes sense. Like, yeah, to get your value, win a championship, then go off and get your bread more. But Tyus is 20.
So I think that's why he took the 1-year deal. Why didn't you sign a multi-year deal with them? You know what I'm saying?
He could be been like maybe it's another prove it thing. Like he want to prove because last year he was on a dumpster fire team. I guess this year he's leading a contending team and see what he's starting on a contending team and then lead them to a first, second round exit. But you know he plays well. Like Tyus, he's 28 right now, so he maybe has like 4 or 5, 6 years left in the league. So
damn,
I don't know.
You don't think it go longer than that, man?
I'm saying playing at this level. You feel me? Like,
okay, I got you.
Playing at this level, like I can see, can I see him being a Mike Conley one day? Yes, for sure. Like I feel like he can do what Mike does, but is Mike in the prime of his career right now? No. So like that's what I see his trajectory on. You know? Yeah. So maybe
it's all about fit with him.
Yeah, maybe he gets one more like long, extensive deal, and after that, he just gonna prove it did for the rest of the time. So, shout out Stones, man. Do your thing. I hope you do it. I don't want the Suns to do it, but I hope you do it, bro.
Hey, you ain't come back home, man. So screw you. I don't care. But shout out to him. Shout out to him, man. I ain't got no bad things or ill will against Tyus, dude. I mean, hey, your journey's your journey. I think his tag is write your own story. Hey, bro, keep writing your own story. That's all that matters. But come in below and let us know, would you have welcomed the Tyus reunion back in Memphis? Why not? We definitely want to hear from y'all on that for sure. Next, we're moving along to USA beat Serbia. And I want to say it was that first game in the Olympics,
USA.
But a lot of the talk outside of, Durant having a hell of a game. Durant, I mean, bro.
He scored 21 points in 9 minutes. He scored 21 points in 9 minutes.
Did he end up missing? Because I didn't watch the last 5.
Shot. I watched the whole game. He missed one. He missed a little fadeaway on the right corner, a little short corner. He missed one shot. He scored 23 points in like 15 minutes. Like,
yeah, that man was going crazy, bro. Especially coming off an injury.
He won. But
him and Bron, they were the story of the day for sure. But it was a third story that was brewing on the bench. That had a social media talking, and it was Jayson Tatum.
He was riding that bench.
Did not play
DNP.
by Steve Kerr. You can go down that conspiracy rabbit hole all you want to, but him playing his two teammates and not playing the guy that's a leader on the championship team is crazy as hell to me. What was your thoughts on all of that? KD, the whole game, and obviously that Tatum DNP.
Well, I'm gonna get to the Tatum thing last, but that's the thing I honestly care the least about. To be honest with you, to be real with you, like first one, it's crazy that LeBron James, in my opinion, is still the best player in America. He's playing like the best player in America right now. That's all I'm gonna say, which is ridiculous. Like he's playing at 40 years old. He's gonna be 40 in December, bro. Like I just think that's crazy as heck that he's still like. I was talking to my dad about this today. The fact that no matter who he's around, what coach he has, he is the leader of that team. He galvanizes. I just feel like that's a testament to his greatness. Yeah. And he's showing he still takes over the game at any point, whenever he wants. That's a testament to the GOAT himself. Right. KD shows why he's the all-time leader in USA basketball history. He's literally the best pick apart and piece in player of all time. He can play with me, you, Sane, and Sane son, and he can know how to hoop because he can play with anybody, Yeah. And this is literally the perfect thing for him. All he has to do is shoot open shots and score the ball when he needs to. I wasn't surprised what KD was doing. Like he's probably the most efficient scorer of NBA history. I don't know who you put above him in that list. But talking about Tatum, the reason why I don't really care because like I'm a very much like a practical like personnel type of guy. Who on the floor on a wing rotation that you would have had Jayson Tatum playing in front of? At least in this game, because they looked the best this game. This game was their best game they played since they started. So who would he play in front of and why? Like what would he bring to the game that those other wing guys did? That's my question to you.
I don't get that question.
Like, no, I'm saying like, what could he have done better than the guys, the wings that were playing in front of him? Like what did he bring to the floor? Like that's what I'm saying.
I understand your question. I don't get your question because like that's what people. I've seen that argument on social media, and it's like, what would he give? And it's like, bro, we talking about literally a top 5, top 10 player in the NBA. What do you mean? What is he that gonna get on the court? That don't make sense to me.
No, like I'm not saying he couldn't do. I'm just saying like for Jayson Tatum, I'm not saying he shouldn't have played. Like, of course, he should obviously play. I'm not saying that at all.
Right.
But when it comes to like the flow of the basketball game, what Steve Kerr has done, like it was the guys he was playing that was flying defensively that was working. So like, do we really need dude? Like, that's what I don't really care about. He's gonna play next game. He's gonna play a lot. Like,
so this is my question. Would we have said the same thing about Carmelo Anthony?
Maybe so. Like,
no, we would have not, bro. No, we would have not.
I'm just saying, I'm not looking that much into it because we didn't really need him this game. That's why I'm saying I'm not looking that much. That's why I don't care that much about it. This is a game by game thing, you know.
No, it's not. Like, no, it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's the Olympics. It's the Olympics. You go out there and you play like you're going. What dude say? You play to win the game. We don't sit here and play. We don't DNP Tatum, which again, top 5, top 10 player in the NBA, and then you say I'm gonna play him all these minutes next game. So that means who's you gonna DNP next game? Derek White or Drew, one of those guys probably. Yeah. So it's like if you could have DNP'd them this game, don't feed me the matchup BS, bro. We are playing our top and best players out there, and you find a way as Steve Kerr, the coach of the best team in the world, to make that work. Tatum he can play the 2, the 3, the 4. You sat there and played Joel Embiid, which is a weight. No, you started Joel Embiid. Yeah, I think he was like a negative 30 plus or something like that.
Like you starting like that. I don't get that one.
Like, come on, bro. Tatum can easily fit in there. Like at this point, it's kind of disrespectful, bro. I'm just gonna be honest. Like if I'm the leader of my team, outside of JB, like it's hard for me to get that team to either one of them, especially him coming off a Finals MVP. But he's basically the leader of that team. You telling me. This is where politics is almost right in a sense to me, and I hate basketball politics. You got Derek White that, yes, he played a role in us winning, but fam, come on, bro, it's Derek White. Like, it ain't like a okay, it ain't got to do with his basketball.
Oh, dang, I'm sorry. He had to go there.
I ain't had to fight him, man. But I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Tatum probably doing the same thing I'm doing right now. He's probably over there in Paris, France, in his bedroom, in his, his suite, his master suite, talking to his LMA, his baby mama, and probably sitting there like, bro, like this dude came to my team. Yes, he helped us win, but he's a role player. Drew Holiday, same thing. We've been to 7, 8 finals without these dudes. Y'all can't be just like Tyus said in ATL, man. You just getting over. Y'all just got over. Y'all helped us, but like we've been doing this, and I go in here and cut my hair off, and I'm trying to look like a blended piece of the team, and you don't play me not damn minute. No, bro, like. That's the issue. I'm sorry. Like, that don't make sense to me. Halliburton, I get it. He skirted on by, but he should even be getting more minutes than Derek White and Drew Holiday. They really shouldn't even be on the team. Like, stop, bro. We got to stop. Carmelo Anthony would not be going through this right now. He didn't go through this. Like, Coach K found a way to put at least the best 10 players out on the court, and they were defending, passing the ball. They were beating teams down. When he was out there. I don't know what Steve Kerr slow ass got going, but yeah, bro, that ain't. And I kind of got worked up about it as I'm talking to it. Like, I ain't really care about it too much, but as I'm talking it through,
bro, you sound like you a Celtics fan, ain't it?
Nah, just some stuff just disrespectful. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's disrespectful as hell. Like, you don't do that to Tatum, bro. Like, no.
I see what you're saying.
Because if they don't. Okay, last thing, my bad. I want you to respond to what you about to say. I want to add this in there. If you keep doing this flip-flopping, they get into a game to where they are struggling. If you don't have an identity, you don't know what to go to. So if Tatum is playing one game and somebody else is not playing the next game, like you don't have no consistency. And when you get into a situation where a team is starting to like get on your ass, like you don't know what you're going to now. You just sitting here making a judgment call. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I guess Steve Kerr's coaching abilities are being exposed, but that's hard for me to understand. A top 10 player in the NBA getting DMPs in the Olympics. That's crazy. Sorry.
Okay. Nah, you good. Nah, I feel. Okay, number one, I'm glad you said it. That's awesome to go into. I feel like Steve Kerr is a very overrated coach. In my opinion, I feel like Eric Spoelstra should be the head coach of. In my opinion, outside of Greg Popovich, I feel like Eric Spoelstra is the best coach in basketball. That's just my humble opinion. I know some people say Tyronn Lue. Some people say Mike Brown. Mike Brown. Mike Brown in Sacramento. In my opinion, Eric Spoelstra is the best coach in basketball. So I feel like he should be the head coach, and I feel like he plays with because I value a coach's abilities is when he maximizes the talent. When he doesn't have the talent, as much as he probably does normally. I probably word that.
I know what you're saying. That's why I get on Taylor Jenkins' ass all the time. So yeah, I'm with you.
Eric Spoelstra has consistently made Miami Heat a contender no matter if they had LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, like Udonis Haslam. Like no matter who's had Caleb Martin, like no matter who's
Jimmy Neutron,
no matter Duncan Robinson, no matter who's been on his team, he has made that team competitive and had. The only thing I get on Eric Spoelstra is not pairing Bam Adebayo with a true big, but he did that this year with Khalil West. I really can't even say that anymore.
Excited for that.
I'm very excited for that. I'm a pseudo Heat fan when the Grizzlies, besides the Grizzlies, I'm a pseudo Heat fan. Anyway, that I feel like this is an example of Steve Kerr's lack of ability in coaching. He's been spoiled by having some of the best rosters in basketball history. That's number one. But another thing on that, why I don't think the Tatum thing is that big of a deal, is because Team USA is that stacked. And should he play? Yes, he should play. Yes, I'm not disagreeing with that at all. I just not looking that much into it because I feel like since it was the best they looked since then, maybe Steve Kerr's crazy self saw something. He was like, okay, maybe I don't necessarily need Tatum to do his thing right now. Do I feel he's gonna play in a lot through the Olympics? Probably so. It's just the fact that we don't look in because they looked so good today. That's why. And it's probably because KD was there because they was missing KD during the show. That was probably the big reason why.
Shot the energy up, bro.
Like just having KD, KD, Braun, and Steph on the same court, it brings the energy up in the building and on the team that they just look like a different team. So maybe Tatum is the odd man out of that. Do I feel like he should be? No, but we're not getting paid millions of dollars to be the USA men's basketball coach.
He do it again. I hope they lose, bro.
Crazy. Dang.
I'm praying on Steve Kerr downfall. I know this is last season doing it, I think he said. Yeah. And I'm glad because if Ja go out there in 28 and he pulled his bullshit, Ja might get into another situation.
Ja may crash out. He may crash out in LA.
Man,
LA too.
You thought Jaylen Bronson over Ja Morant in the Olympics, bro? I might crash out. What is you talking, man? Stop. Man, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. Ooh, don't do that. Ooh, God. Ooh.
We'll get into that later too. That was just my last thing. I didn't look. Yes, he should play. He should have been a DNP. No, but I just feel like since that deal looks so good, I feel like I'm not looking that much into it. If they skirted by 5 points or 10 points or 15, then yes, it should be a big. But the fact they won by 225 points, that's why I don't look that much into it.
Yeah, that's good to stay in hindsight. Jokic go up for a 40-50 piece on their ass and they lose. They almost they win by 2 to 4 points. I think we talking about something totally different. It was kind of surprising though that it wasn't surprising. He come out and say after the game, he kind of contradicted himself because he said that he talked to Tatum about that before the game.
Before the game, yeah.
But then he, in the same breath, he said he felt like an idiot because he didn't play. It's like which one was your game? So did you meant to do that or you didn't mean to do that? Which one?
No, it's I get what you're saying. I got from it was like I went with my best judgment, but I still felt stupid doing that. That's what I got out of it.
I mean, you're right. You're stupid, Steve Kerr, like you are. You got blessed with the greatest shooting backcourt of all time. I get it, but. Anyway, y'all let us know. Y'all think it's a big deal or not? Am I tripping? Or am I don't know. Y'all let me know. Same breath, the USA stuff. Grant Hill, he's went on a couple different interviews where he talked about the Jaylen Brown thing. I've only saw it once where he talked about Ja not being on Team USA. Sat down with Memphis's own Doc Holliday. Man, we gotta get Doc Holliday on the show, man. I want to talk.
That'd be dope. No, that'd be dope.
I'm gonna reach out to Doc.
I'm gonna hit up Doc too.
But yeah, he sat down with Grant Hill, I believe while he was in Vegas, I think.
Yeah, he was.
But one of the questions that he did ask him was just, talking to him, hey man, why was Ja not on the team? His answer, I think he got to kind of skirt on by some of the real political reasons why. But one reason that I haven't been tripping on Ja being on the team is the fact that the dude just got cleared last week medically. So even if he made the team,
he wasn't gonna play for real.
He wasn't gonna play. Like
that's gonna Derek White him, bro. That's gonna Derek White him. That's gonna Kawhi him. They was gonna say, hey,
right.
Bring him into Vegas, do all the photo shoots and all stuff like that.
That's it.
Hey, we ain't book you a plane ticket to Paris, bro. I'm sorry.
Right.
You can head back to the or South Carolina. Yeah.
So I wasn't tripping, but a lot of Grizzly fans have been tripping. Like, why y'all didn't put him on the team? What's your thoughts, man, just on Grant Hill's answers to Ja and Jaylen Brown, which he said was more of a basketball fit, which is BS, because if you're going to let Kawhi go home, the next best fit of a Kawhi is Jaylen Brown.
Two-way players.
Yeah. What's
okay, Grant Hill. I'm looking at Grant Hill a little sideways.
Yeah, dog. Like that little weird-ass dance, like sideways. Yeah.
But I didn't really care too much about the Ja comments. Like, it makes sense. Like, it was a health thing, and as he said, it was just about health, which I understand. Like, I didn't want Ja playing, even if he was healthy. I didn't want Ja playing in the Olympics. I love that.
Why?
We've already been over this. Stop acting brand new. I've already said this. I want Ja to go dark mode and kill these ninjas next year. I don't care about the Olympics. We gonna win. I'm a Grizz fan before I'm a Olympic fan. I don't care.
I want disappoint me, bro. If he was healthy, you wouldn't want him playing with the best players in the world on this big stage.
Would it be nice to see? But which one do I care about? Do I care about the Grizzlies? He been healthy going to the Grizzlies championship, or him with an Olympic gold medal? Which one do I value more? The Grizzlies winning championship.
Both.
No, it's not a both. It's not both for them. No, it's the Grizzlies winning championship. So
anyway,
I wouldn't care if you even was. I just wanted to. I think he went through. I feel like we're gonna talk about this later. I feel like John's gonna have the best year of his career because he actually had some time to relax and chill and get his mind right. I don't think he needed the pressure of going to Paris and doing all the hoopla of being an Olympian. He has years to do that, and he will be on the 22 Nate Olympic team. So that's why I didn't care so much about him being on the team this year. But on Jaylen Brown's case, I call BS, like you said, because he said, and he called Jaylen Brown a conspiracy theorist, which I thought was very funny. And Jaylen Brown said, I've been a vice president since I've been 21. Call me conspiracy theorist crazy. So I thought that was kind of weird, calling him out as a conspiracy theorist. I thought that was kind of weird.
I feel like he took that out of context, but I got to go back and watch it again. Because I noticed that. I was like, I thought he said that the conspiracy theories of why Jaylen wasn't on the team. I ain't feel like he called him a conspiracy theory.
Maybe I need to reread it.
But Jaylen may have took that. I don't know. I'm gonna go back and yeah. I don't know
because he was saying that it was like Nike had a thing. He was blaming Nike for another reason. Then he was like saying they didn't want 4 Celtics on the same team on the same US. He said that could have been.
So send Derek White thumb looking at home.
We didn't make the decision. We both said we didn't make the final call. We both said Jaylen Brown should have been on the team.
Yeah. I'm calling Capo Grant, bro. He tripping.
So yeah, I think he just giving a very like political answer why he choose a basketball decision. Nah, fam. For some reason, y'all didn't want. USA basketball doesn't like different type of dudes. They did this to Kyrie. Jaylen Brown's that. Ain't wrong, Jaylen Brown. I feel like he's an educated dude. But he's different. You feel me? Like he doesn't fit in the mold with a lot of these other guys on the team. It's not dissing those guys. It's just they don't like different. Part of the reason I feel like if Ja Morant was here, they probably gonna put him on the team anyway, because Ja had and they weren't gonna put him on the team for that. So USA basketball, because I get in the Olympics representing the country, yada yada. They don't like different type of guys. And if you're a different type of fella, 9 out of 10, they're not gonna keep you on the team. They're not gonna put you on the team.
Yeah,
it's straight on that. So that's what it comes down to, bro. You can't tell me like Kyrie Irving shouldn't be on the team or Jaylen Brown shouldn't be on the team. The 2 guys that were playing in the NBA Finals, you can't tell me that either one of those guys, or both of those guys, shouldn't have been on the U.S. And both of them have won gold medals with the team before. Kyrie's been to the Olympics and FIBA. That's the thing. It'd be different if they weren't in the U.S. basketball system. Both of them have won gold medals in the USA basketball system. They've been to the training camp. They know how it is to play with other great players.
Right.
So you can't tell me Kyrie has a gold and a FIBA. That's saying you didn't think about that, did you? Kyrie
you just made me get a thought that just pissed me off that I'm gonna say when you get done. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying, but Kyrie had a gold and a FIBA, and Jaylen Brown has a FIBA. So it's not basketball, bro. Y'all don't like them different type of fellas, bro. And that's that on that.
Yeah, you unlocked something, and I'm gonna try to be. I'm gonna try my best not to take this too far. I'm just gonna say this. We know the reason why Jaylen Brown and Kyrie not on that stage is because of image. Yeah. Like situations that they spoke out on, maybe in your eyes correctly, opinions incorrect or correct, however you want to view it. But of all that imagery, I'll leave it there. I ain't gonna get nobody canceled. All the imagery that went on within that opening ceremony, if you didn't see it, go back and watch it. It's a lot of imagery. Yeah. If you're worried about image with all of that imagery, something messed up in your head. And I'll just leave it at that.
I'll leave it at that. We ain't gonna talk too much. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
But I'm pissed off when you brought that you struck a nerve. You struck a chord, not you, but you brought you.
Yeah, like
something just connected when you said that. And it's like we so fickle, bro. As a people, we so fickle. We pick and choose what we want to be upset about. That's what our issue as a people. I mean, this isn't a political podcast, but this is the issue with a lot of people in the world. We have selective anger? I heard a term. I can't remember. Selective outrage.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Selective outrage. We have that. This is an example of selective outrage.
Oh, I'm gonna take it to another one too. I'm gonna tie it all together. First topic that we talked about today was you were talking about Marvel movies. Mm-hmm. Well, they just announced Dr. Doom is coming to the MCU. And they had to kind of shelve the Kang Dynasty situation. I love Robert Downey Jr.
I saw people. I know you're finna go, but I'm shut up.
But if we talking about arrest and stuff that they've done in their lives, I know time has been away from his situation, so I guess it don't hurt or affect certain people in certain ways. But the facts are the facts, right? If we can bring, and again, I love him. I ain't got no issue with him. I'm just saying, if we gonna be mad about something, we can't pick and choose. When this man ran a 4 flat away from this woman trying to get away from her and still got convicted. Like, all right, I'm through. I'm done. I ain't gonna. You know what? It might be time for me to go and take a break. Cause man.
Chris going full like InfoWars conspiracy.
No, don't put that on me, bro. Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. No, I don't wear 10-4 hats, man. I ain't woke. I ain't none of that. I just don't like BS. Don't BS me, dog. Like that's my thing.
Yeah, I know, bro. I'm just messing with you, fool.
That's it. Some people take that serious. Oh, he's in. Yeah. I don't follow no damn Alex Jones and crazy people.
Those are crazy. Yeah. Bro, that was the funniest. Oh my god. When I laughed for days when I heard that he put stuff in the water and made the Bro, I died.
Man, this gonna be wild, bro.
Funniest thing I've ever heard in my life, and he said it was a straight serious, anger and visceral in his face. Like, oh my gosh. We gotta go to break, bro. We've been on this.
We gotta go to break. We gotta go break. We need a timeout. Flag on the play. We'll be back on the.
Get my water bottle back up.
There you go. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. See y'all in a minute.
Scottie Pippen Jr., man, he has looked so good this summer and made a strong case for NBA minutes.
Yeah, he's been amazing. And I think the biggest revelation to me is how well he has been on the defensive end. A havoc defender. He's always getting his hands on balls. He's always in the way. He's very good at anticipating. How that translates to an NBA 82-game regular season and playoffs is different. Yes, I do agree that John Morant's your point guard. I want him playing 32 to 35 minutes a game. However, in the minutes that he's off the floor, say Dez is out there or Marcus is out there, I'd still rather have Scottie Pippen Jr. facilitating and kicking to them.
I'm in your camp here, but I think that Scottie has a real role on this team. What if Dez and Marcus don't have to run one, and you can have Scottie run at the point, have Dez and Marcus out on the wing, and then you've got Scottie driving where he can kick it out to Dez, or he can also shoot, can create space for our second lineup.
Tune in to the $2 Sports Show with Rusty Witten and Drew Gann every Friday at 3 p.m. only on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. Tiger basketball conference schedule released today.
The conference schedule.
The non-con's been released. It's going to be a tough schedule once again. Good games at the crib.
The Rice revenge game.
FAU's going to be back.
Bring it. Y'all ain't FAU no more. Y'all just
UAB's coming to Memphis, and I like that. But it's going to be a home and away, obviously. But UAB's coming back to Memphis, and I think that UAB's going to be tough. They got a good team. Again, this conference is bullshit. So,
hey, why y'all hating on Penny though? All y'all folks in the Discord making all you getting your shit off, getting your jokes out about Penny's candles.
All the United States athletes are coming to the Olympic Village, and they're being greeted by the Olympic Committee with a gift. Guess what one of them is going to be? Penny has some candles with a company called 1122 Candles or 1122 Candles, whatever it's called. They're going to be in that gift box, and he has a letter written in there for him. It's so friggin' dope, dude.
Tune in to The Anthony Sane Show, Wednesdays and Fridays at 12 p.m. weekly on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. United Way of the Mid-South and 901 FC are teaming up to gather school supplies for students and teachers in Memphis Shelby County schools. We invite you to join us in our Stuff the Bus initiative. Bring new school supplies to the 901 FC versus San Antonio FC game on Saturday, July 27th at 7:30 p.m. Donate notebooks, pens, pencils, crayons, and much more. Or you can contribute by texting UW Schools to 41444 to make a monetary donation.
Welcome back to the No Bluffin podcast, where we keep it all the way real, all the way raw, and all the way honest about everything Grizzlies. I'm Chris Ingram. This is my guy, Evan Hayes, and y'all see our Twitters or our Twixes or our X's, whatever you want to call it. Follow us on X, man, right there down below. Give us a follow. We appreciate that, as well as our pod page right there at the No Bluffin Pod, where you can catch. I'm gonna try to get us to, I guess, do a little bit more on there, but yeah, trying to engage with y'all with the podcast and everything about that. Man, Evan, we ain't got no news really. I can't really say that. Let me not lie, but we haven't gotten too much news about this Luke Kennard situation.
It's been quiet on the Luke Kennard front for some reason, but you know. Maybe he's just chilling during his house. Maybe Zach Kleiman just taking a vacation. You know, maybe Luke's agent is taking a vacation. You know,
see, I say we ain't got no updates, but I say that loosely because every time I see a picture of Luke,
he got Grizzly stuff on,
bro, and his fans taking pictures. Half of the time, it ain't even him posting it. It's like that's all he got in his closet, Grizzly stuff. He just put it on. And
he was watching Summer League all close and stuff, saying, "Hey, let's get it, boys!" Like,
yeah.
But you ain't even signed on the dotted line yet, fam. What's going on, Luke?
What's your thoughts? I got some takes, you know, especially with that Tyus news coming out. But what's your thoughts on that contract not being announced yet? It's just kind of odd, bro.
Well, first of all, for the people that have been living under the rock, most people thought that the trade of Zaire Williams would have opened up the sign of Luke Kennard, and we thought very quickly after that the Luke Kennard news would have broke. But it is, as we're recording this on
like a week and a half, ain't it?
Yeah, July 28th. Nothing has happened yet. And I simply think it's just because the front office still cooking on a deal and they just want to wait on signing Luke just to make sure they can, maybe there's more money to give him or more money to give away for a trade. And I feel like that some of that Tyus Jones news was a part of that. They were saying, okay, Luke, we already got the contract written up, but we may sign Tyus back. So let's chill. Hey, we may want to get a bid. We may want to get a DFS. Like, hey, just we want you, but
yeah,
we still trying to show you. We still got some guys on the end of the bench. We got rid of Zaire, but Jit is still at the end of the bench. LaRavis is at the end of the bench. Aldama depends who you are. If you ask me, Aldama is still in the bench, so maybe we can allocate some resources trying to deal with those guys. So that's and I just think, which the Climate has done in the past, he's just trying to give himself as much flexibility as possible the rest of this offseason. What I thought a deal would have been made by now, for sure. What I thought a trade would have been done by now, for sure. But I'm just thinking they're just being patient for whatever reason, because either the market isn't the way they thought or it is, and they have a lot of offers on the table. to get the deal that they want. And that's why Luke Kennard is still yet to be officially signed as a Memphis Grizzly. But really, at this point, I don't see him going anywhere else. I can't really think of a team that just needs a Luke Kennard right now. And I don't feel like he can get a better deal anywhere else. So am I a little worried about the coming days? A little bit, but my confidence is still that we're going to sign Luke. He's going to come back with maybe like a 3 for 27, a 3 for 30, something like that. And we'll be fine going into next year. I'm a little uneasy just because I feel like they're just trying to find another deal, and they may wait a little bit too long. And a team like Detroit or somebody may throw him a bag just because, and we may lose him. Because those bad teams I always like to bring those veterans, especially if they have skills that can direct to success, which is shooting, which Luke can do. I can see a bad team decide, to mentor our young guys and come in shooting threes, we'll give you $12 million a year.
Yeah,
I can see that happening. Just one of those bottom feeders like a Detroit or a Charlotte or something like that, So I hope that doesn't where we're waiting too long, where he just goes to a bad team just for the money's sake of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my take on it, bro. I just think we're just being patient and holding our cards close to our chest just so we can figure out a deal.
I know it gotta suck, man, to sign a contract and have a team option on the end of it, because you look at that dude was due for almost $15 million this year, but it was a team option, not a player option. So he had literally no say.
No say, yeah.
And my thing is this: if based off what the market is saying, forget what type of deal they had, because I do think it's a handshake deal that was in place immediately after the season. Everything is popping up. Like I said, social media tells me that has to be so. I just wouldn't be rocking Grizzly gear. Like, you got other clothes, my guy. Like,
you're a millionaire. You have other clothes, bro.
Yes. Yeah. You got paid well. Like, that part doesn't make sense to me. But he don't have a choice. So for him to, like I said, to not get 14 and possibly, let's just say the market is saying he's in that
8 to 10.
And that's being generous, bro, because Gary Trent Jr. just signed a $3 million deal. Tyus Jones, a starter, just signed a $3 million deal. Malik Beasley, your boy, he got 6.
Yeah.
Buddy got 9. Like,
Buddy got 9, yep.
He definitely is in the 3 to 9 range. He ain't getting over 10. That's for sure. I don't even think he gets over 9, to be honest. But he got to do what he got to do. And at that point, like you said, it's almost one of those things where if you let the market base the deal, and he is, and like I said, 6 or less, which would be crazy. Do you, as Luke Kennard, just wait?
Yeah.
Do you just wait and just be like, you know what? I want to be in Memphis, bro, but I know probably around deadline time when people waive players, I can probably give me a $10 million deal. Just be on the couch and come off and shoot threes for a playoff team. That could happen. Do you think that's a possibility? Not even just so much him waiting to the trade deadline, but do you think it's a possibility for real that the Grizzlies actually lose out on him?
That's what I was saying before. Like, I feel like we could wait too long. Like, that was my main.
My bad. Not that you think it. What's your
prediction
How
percentage?
do you weigh it? Like, do you think that's a? You have to put a percentage.
I'll give about at this point, because it's a week and a half removed since the Zaire news. I'll give it a good 40% chance, 35% chance. I give 35% chance he does not return as Memphis Grizzly. And if we get to August 10th, and we get like, and that's like 2 weeks from now, ain't it? Yeah, we get to August 10th, and he's still not here, that is going to go to 50-50, because, like, what are we waiting on at that point? Like, most of the guys that are free agents are probably taken care of right now.
Yeah.
Most of the guys that are probably on the trade market have probably been dealt, or they are just re-signed with their teams. Yeah. So what are we waiting on, people? Like, Are we that? Is that kind of really pitching for the 1 or 2 million that Luke may want more? Like, I'm against overpaying players, but like, come on, man. If you want him on the team, just sign, dude. We'll figure it out. So I give about 35 right now, but if he keeps going in 2 weeks and we still not signed, I'm saying if the limit's over with, he's not on this team yet. I'm getting weird. That's the best way I can say. If the limit, I'm getting weird. He may not come back. Real talk. And then we got to figure out our fluid. We have shooters with that may put Cam Spencer into a role that he may not be ready for yet, which I feel like he can be, just maybe a little too early. Maybe Jaylen Williams may have to step up. But we have to figure that out, which I don't want to explore that possibility, but the more time goes on, I don't want to explore that possibility, but the more time goes on, I could maybe see that happening.
So this is the way I'm looking at it. Which I kind of thought about this the whole time, and I guess I'm gonna stay on this island, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
They're waiting on another deal, and everything that I've heard up until this point is what's keeping me there. The Mikal Bridges trade to New York. Both Desmond Bane and Mikal mentioned that they felt like he was finna come to Memphis.
Yeah. Dez was at his house. Dez was at Mikal Bridges. No, Mikal Bridges was at Dez's house when the deal they was shook because it was like, oh, we thought we was so yeah, it's some like I said, it's something in the works.
And even the divine intervention of Mikal being at TCU's gym working out, where Dez is from, and not where he's from, but where he went to college. Where he works out every summer.
Mm-hmm. He got a house down there and all that, yeah.
He didn't even tell Dez he was down there. So for them to just run into each other at the gym and then spend time together, it's almost like it was in the cards. Yeah. So that means, I know Kleiman is on the phone with a bunch of people. Says even further where, okay, we didn't get Mikal from Brooklyn, but we end up moving Zaire to Brooklyn. Okay. They're in constant communication. If we know anything about Kleiman, he usually doubles backs with the team. He doubles back with the teams he does deals with. It's always like that. So that, to me, maybe not, preseason, but that to me, unless something else happens, which was some reports came out today, that the Cavaliers may be trying to pluck these guys, but it leaves open the possibility of a Dorian Finney-Smith coming to Memphis or a Cam Johnson coming to Memphis. At least in my eyes. You got the Tyus stuff. I've heard a couple other players that they were just mentioning between. I think at this point it's two deals that I think the whole league is kind of waiting on to finalize their roster. I think that is the Lauri Markkanen deal. Is he going to re-sign or get traded to the Warriors? And how can all of us 3, 4, 5 teams jump into this mega deal? I think that what's his name up in Portland?
Robert Williams.
The wing.
Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant. Yeah.
I think that he's gonna be a piece that's moved before the season. I think I saw something this weekend said that he was they're asking for 2 first-round picks for him. That's not a lot for a win now piece.
Yeah.
Not saying that if Memphis is gonna go after him, they could, but I mean, even if you get into that sweepstakes, they get into that deal, make it a 3, 4, 5 team deal. I think those 2 players right now at this point are the 2. Let's wait and see if we can get into this type of sweepstakes. Zach LaVine may be the 3rd one, maybe.
That's his little pay grade. His pay grade a little too high for us right now.
That's not for us. Not for us. Him getting moved to another team and us jumping in. That's what Kleiman don't do too many 1-for-1 deals. He usually trying to jump in something. That's why we got Marcus Smart.
Really Chicago in general, because they talking about they trying to blow up the team. DeMar's still on contract for them. You still got something they can do about Lonzo too.
He got traded.
DeMar got traded.
He in Sacramento.
Oh yeah, Sacramento. I'm tweaking. Yeah, he in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but yeah, LaVine
and Lonzo. They not waving him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why I said DeMar. My brain computer for a second. But it's like you said, it's a few things where the chips still have to fall, and we kind of on the same page. I just feel like Kleiman still. I feel like the country's already been written up. Like you said, a handshake deal. They just
it's written.
It's already ready. They just trying to see if we can get in on the tail end of any of those teams to get maybe just another wing or another big back on the back end. We're not the key team in the trade, but like you said, 3, 4, 5 team trade, get some. Then okay, Maylou, we said we're gonna sign for 9. Now we got to sign for 6. Please come back. What you gonna do? And I can see it happening. I
really screw him like that, man. that was
bro. Real talk. I feel. Of course, I wish I had a source on Luke Kennard, but I have a feeling his deal is 3 for 27. Because his market, like you said, between 6 and 9. But they may give him a little more meal or 2 because he's been here for a little minute and he wants to be here. So they're gonna try to reward him and give him maybe an extra meal or 2. So 3 for 27, I feel like is is his deal right now. 3 for 30 is probably the max. I still think that's a little too high, but 3 for 30 is probably his max.
Yeah.
But I can see if we bring Cam Johnson in, I'm sorry, Luke, you may have to go down from 9 to 7 or 9 to 6. What you gonna do? You can come on the bench, you can come off the bench and play 10 minutes a game and shoot 5 threes a game and sit down, or he goes to Detroit and get paid $15 million. What you gonna do?
Shit, or he can go up there to Brooklyn because they're gonna have plenty of money to spend up there.
Yeah, like go to Brooklyn. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
It's all okay. What it comes down to, and I feel like it's kind of what we say about the Tyus thing. What does Luke value? And I talked about this in my article that I wrote on him a few weeks ago. This is probably the last real contract Luke is gonna get. He's 29 years. He's 20, like real, like money.
Taking everybody out the pasture this episode, bro.
I'm just talking about money.
He ain't even 30 yet.
He's like 29, bro. Like I'm thinking about like big money contracts. This is probably the best value. I'm not talking about like contract in general. I'm talking about good money contract because he's in his prime, probably going to decline after this contract. Probably so. His clip's probably gonna go down a little bit. So this probably gonna be. So what does he value? Does he value money or does he value winning while he's still a great shooter or playing the peak of his powers? That's up to Luke Kennard to decide that. I feel like he values winning more. So I feel like he's gonna sign with us unless we don't disrespect him with the deal. Unless we don't disrespect him, I feel like he's gonna resign because he feel like it's probably the best situation for us to win. Because what contender right now needs a Luke Kennard? That's like a legit contender. We can't really think of one that's in a better situation than the Grizzlies.
The Lakers will take him.
Bro, the Lakers are not contenders, bro.
They're not.
Get out of here. I said, forget. I was finna say something else. Forget out of here.
Trade deadline time. They'll trade their whole roster for
they'll flip their whole roster just to go to playing. Luke Kennard is 28 years old, right? If he gets a 3-year deal, by the time he'll be 31 years old. Most NBA players, regular NBA players, after 30, 31, 32, they don't fall off a cliff, but they start to climb a little bit. So this is probably his last. True,
but his only skill is shooting. He don't really do nothing else. So that's my only thing. Like if he was a Duncan Robinson running around or Klay, Thompson playing defense, I would feel that. But he don't do nothing but shoot. But
I argue that because there's gonna be another 23, 24, 25-year-old guy that's in the league that's come around that does the exact same thing as Luke Kennard. That's why I say that it's about you're a businessman. You understand it's about market and the business that your competition is. If you got a guy 10 years younger than you and the same exact thing as you, why would I pay you the same amount I pay the 25-year-old?
We got Cam Spencer and Jaylen Wells coming.
And we have those two guys on the roster. So this, like I still stand, this is probably his last opportunity. Again, a good money contract in his prime. So
why would he stay here then? Well, I guess
because he, like I said,
never mind.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly my point. His market wasn't great. And this is probably his best place to win. If he values winning, like I feel like he does, where else is he gonna go? Where he can get decent money plus be in the best situation to win?
Bro, who he with? His agency?
I don't know.
He need to fire their ass. This is a bad. I mean, obviously we don't. The deal ain't been signed. But bro, if that John is less than 10, which I hope it is for the Grizzlies' sake, but for his sake as a person, if it's less than 10 a year for 3 years, I would fire them, bro.
I'm trying to see if they've ended about his agent.
You just got a new baby, like you take a decrease with the new baby. Like,
agents Aaron Mintz, Stephen Human is CAA Sports. That's his
CAA.
Agents.
Oh, I would fire their ass at the heartbeat.
He got
and
two
CAA is one of the biggest agencies.
Yeah,
bro.
one of the biggest agencies. Yeah,
but that's the problem, though. It's like when you go to these big old mega churches, you can never really talk to the preacher.
Yeah, nah, you gotta talk. You gotta talk to assistant pastor, the assistant pastor, agent, the assistant pastors. All that same, like I was saying, it's the same shit. It's all about your market and the competition that's around you. Luke Kennard, percentage-wise, one of the best shooters in the league, but his volume isn't that high, and he's after this country is going to be 31, 32, and there's going to be guys younger than him doing the same thing as him. So for Luke Kennard, what do you value? It makes sense, bro. So that's why I feel like Zach Kleiman isn't pressuring to get this deal done because Kleiman holds all the cards.
Oh no,
wholeheartedly. You don't think so?
Oh, no, I'm agreeing.
Oh, yeah. Climate holds all the cards. Like Memphis, the organization, we hold all the cards. Let's try to get the best roster possible with as many guys as we have, and then we can get our safety. Luka, it hates to say it, Luka's our safety net right now. Real talk. He's our safety net.
I wouldn't even say that. You want to know why?
Why is that?
If Luke goes sign with anybody tomorrow, it could be a contender or a rebuilding team just to get more money, right? You can literally just go sign Lonnie Walker. He's not signed yet.
Damn, so I about that. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Dang. Yeah, I didn't even CAA, y'all failed my boy. Yeah.
Y'all failed him, man. Dude, that is nasty.
Nasty work. Iniquitous work. Nefarious work.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
I
man.
hope he's back, though. I hope he's back. I mean, I'm not going to be stumping my feet for it, but if he's back, I'm cool. I'm satisfied, but sheesh, bro. What a mismanagement of a contract if it's kind of what we, expecting it to be. That would suck.
Hey, man. It's a dog world out here.
That's a
fact.
Get
your money. Get your money while you can.
That cap going up, though. So, hopefully if they do bring it back, like you said, the 9 to 27, the 3 year 27, hopefully they do that. The cap going up, man. Throw the man a bone. Shit.
I'll just give him 3 for 30 just because I like Luke. He's not gonna get that.
No, I'm just saying. That's $1 million a year. That's crazy. Yeah, you're right.
I'll give it this because I like Luke, but he's probably gonna get about 3 for 27. That's probably what his deal probably gonna be, and it's gonna be that.
Folks say, "Nah, you come get this 3 for 21."
Like,
this 3 for 18.
3 for 18 is crazy. You can hear
you got a $4 million raise.
Luke Kennard signed with Charlotte Hornets for 3 years, 30 million.
45 million. They made about 15 million a year. Go just
you
shoot up tray balls.
With Cam Thomas with 14 threes a game.
That's crazy, man. Man, y'all let us know in the comments how y'all feel about the Luke Kennard situation. I mean, like I said, it ain't done yet, so it very well could not even be an issue. But just the way that it's looking, bro, like I said, in a perfect world, I think Climate is working these phones to get one more piece for the team, which I applaud him for that because we do need one more piece. I just, but Luke is a person, man. I hope CAA didn't screw you over, brother. I hope they did.
Got it. Babies are expensive, bro. You need that bread. Babies,
you know what? I ain't worried about Luke. I got 2 back here. I wish I could turn down a $15 million contract. What? I'll be straight. Yeah. You know what? Screw that. Shout out to Luke, though, man. I appreciate him just, repping for the squad. Either way, like that takes some loyalty for sure.
This is super unrelated because it was never catch on, but I have a very funny nickname for Luke. I call him Mac 10 because he's shooting and he wears 10 like a Mac 10. I just think that I call him. That's not really code, but that's what I call him.
Oh, Mike Conley, that right?
I know that, but
so
that's his Instagram. That's his Instagram name. That's not his nickname. Mike. I just call him Mike. Like what? You don't have Mike Conley got a nickname for real. That's just me though. That's just what it came to my mind. I'm not saying to catch on. That's just what I call him when I'm talking about him. But keep moving.
I got you, brother. Hey,
10 years shooting.
Hey, man, I got you.
I think it's kind of clever, but hey, what do I know?
Hey, put it on the t-shirt.
Mac 10 with a shot.
We introducing a new series that we're gonna do leading up to the season, man. The next season Outlook. I'm messed up my own stuff. Well, we just kind of go over the each player by player. I believe next week we'll be talking about Zach Edey and we'll be having on Adam Pike. He'll be back to break down some Zach Edey film, man. I'm excited for that one for sure. But just talking about our outlook on these guys going into the next season, what we want to see from them, what we expect out of them, whether it be statistics, accolades, some things that we want to see in their game, all of that leading up to the season. Just to kind of give us some content, because man, it is rough going through this offseason for sure.
For sure.
Absolutely. So Ja Morant is our first one, man. First of all, shout out to Ja. He did get his Hall of Fame ceremony this past weekend in Murray State. The stars were out for that. People were, supporting him from Memphis, from Murray State. all around, just overall, just a amazing event to kind of see, at least from my standpoint, from social media. You know, I wasn't there, but to see all the posts and then to get to see an updated look at his new shoe. Thank God it wasn't the first version that we thought we were seeing on social media.
It was bad.
That actually looks like a really, really dope shoe. I'm excited for that for sure. But just, yeah, man, if you want to talk about the ceremony, you know, cool. But just going into next season with Ja, what do you think are some things that he needs to work on to get to whatever pinnacle, whatever level that you're expecting out of him this year? Because I know for me, I'm pushing that MVP. I don't know if it's a comeback player of the year award, but if it is, he has to be getting that.
I don't think so. I know in football it is. I don't think it's on basketball. No.
Okay, All-Star MVP. Like I think you said it earlier. I think Ja finna go crazy, bro. So I'm gonna start with you. Just going into next season, what does that look like for Ja Morant?
First of all, again, shout out to her for getting inducted into the Murray State Hall of Fame. I just love to see guys getting their flowers, even while they're living, because we know they love to give people their flowers when they passed on. So
especially when you rock with them.
Yeah, like, and Ja, he put Murray State on the map with basketball, and you can really feel the love he has for Murray State and the love Murray State has for 12. So it's always good to see that. So shout out Ja. It was good having his family there with him, have his friends there with him. So yeah, shout out Ja. But for the 24-25 season, these are just I got a little bullet point list that I want to go through just to see what I want Tua to do. Number one, first and second team All-NBA. No third team. No third team. Gotta be All-NBA. Gotta be first, second team All-NBA. I don't feel like there's 4 guard. Well, they doing positionless now, so I can't even do that. Dang it. Can't even do that. I don't think there's 10 guys. I give you a mute, bro. But I don't think there's 10 guys in the league because they're doing positions. I don't think there's 10 guys next year that's better than Ja Morant. So first, second team All-Team NBA. I put top 5 to be generous because he come out of injury, but really top 3 MVP voting. I wrote top 5, but I really mean top 3 MVP voting. Mm-hmm. I just think he's poised because our team is gonna be stacked. We're gonna have enough games, and people don't talk about it. A lot of MVPs are story driven. If you really want to talk about it. Like they go a lot of. If you look at the past 10 to 15 MVPs, like some of those are story driven. Like
except for Jokic.
Except for Jokic. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But if you look about Derrick Rose, youngest MVP over. Mm-hmm. When Russ got his, that was Kevin Durant revenge tour. When Kevin Durant left him, he should have got it, but that was the revenge tour. James Harden, nuclear James Harden, averaging 50 points during a month. Like we can go down the list. Like
skip LeBron for about 10 years.
Skip LeBron for about 10 years. Like I'm saying, like a lot. I'm saying Ja Morant will have the story of coming off an injury, coming off the controversy, and just leading this team to a 50. I feel like the NBA is gonna eat that up. And I hate that they're going to exploit Ja, but they're going to exploit the mess out of Ja next year just because of the media and you're going to see a lot of, and I'm saying it's probably because I'm kind of a Grizzlies fan, but I hope y'all don't take the wrong way. I feel like they're going to be glazing Ja a lot next year because they disrespect him a lot last year and didn't want to talk about him. They plays good. That's what I'm saying. And as a Grizzlies fan that never switched up, I don't really rock with that because, like, hey, why was y'all trying to dismiss dude when he was down? That's just that's just how I feel. But I feel like that's gonna happen. So the media is gonna be behind them. The fans are gonna be behind them. So first, second team All-NBA, top 3 MVP vote. Let me go back to my list real quick. My stat line: 28, 8, and 4.5. That's my base stat line. I feel like he can do all those things. I feel like he's gonna have that's a career high in assists. But I feel like we have the weapons around him to get 8 assists. He can really. I believe
he can get about 5 with Zach Edey a night.
Just throw it up. He gonna dunk that in. And I really want to say 8 to 10. I'm just gonna keep it at 8 because Ja he's an excellent passer, but he's still a scorer first a little bit. He's an excellent passer, great pass. But I feel like he's still more in the scoring realm. But 28, I feel like 28 is very in the realm possibility for Ja. Real talk. Shooting percentage, I said about 51 from the field, 51 from the field, and I got like 37 from the 3. I want him to raise his free throw percentage. One of the few things I hate about Ja Morant is he's inconsistent with free throws. because he gets to the line so well because he puts so much pressure on the rim, and he's one of the best guys in the league putting pressure on the rim. But Lord, it makes my first call when he can't make his free throws sometimes, especially in clutch situations. Get your free throw up to 85. That's all I want. 85% for the free throw line. And especially in clutch time, they just need to be like 87, 88 the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter.
And you know, they say the people that got the best free throw percentage, they usually shoot threes at a high clip too. So, I mean, that correlates.
And that's what I was going to get into next. It was free throws, 3 things, free throws. Second thing, because you already mentioned shooting, I'm talking about that last. Second thing, it's just salvaging your body. Like, I love the way you put pressure on the rim, but Ja has to know how to fall. You get what I'm saying? He doesn't know how to fall properly. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when he gets up in the air.
He's violent.
Yeah, like, but like, again, it's 2 different body types. So I can't really compare them. But a reason why LeBron James has been hit most career, because when he gets contact, he knows how to hit the ground in the proper way so he doesn't take the brunt of the contact on the floor. Yes, LeBron is 6'8", 230. I understand that. And Ja is 6'1", 195. If that. Probably not even 195. But Ja, I just want Ja to be a little less. I don't need, because that's part of what makes Ja so good is him being aggressive towards the rim. But just salvaging your body a little bit, you know.
You know what I think it is, bro?
What?
Because I thought about this too. Like, Russell Westbrook has been attacking the rim like it stole his girlfriend for the last 15 years, right?
And he's never really been hurt.
He's never really hurt like that. And when he is falling, it's almost like when he hitting the ground, he's sliding. I feel like because Ja is trying to jump so high and he is a little frailer, when he goes up, it's like he's going straight up. And so his fall down is just, it's so long. And then he's not, like you said, he's not or even if he probably tried to brace himself, man, up so high that his legs in the air, he landed on his back, his butt, like his landing is bad, and he's just floating in the air for so long. It's like he can't get situated right. I don't know. It's not the same as Russ though at all.
Yeah,
ever.
It just sometimes he just wants to put everyone in the rim, and sometimes it don't take all that. It just don't. Like he and I love
through them, not over them.
Yeah. Like Ja wants to he wants to dunk the ball so hard every time he gets in the rim, and that's what part of what makes Ja Morant so good. But it also makes him susceptible for injuries a lot. That's like he messed up his hand during the LA series. Like, when he wants to get ADM, bro. He still hasn't got neither of them. He wants to get both of them. Oh my God. He has a vendetta against those two so much. But part of the reason that can help that, he don't even need to shoot. He don't even need to shoot that many threes. Get a consistent mid-range.
I keep
get a consistent just mid-range, bro. Because it makes me so mad. But that's a testament to how good Ja is. These guys will go under a screen all the time. But yeah, Ja still attacks him. He still gets to the cup. Those who do that because he's that good. Bro, make these boys pay when they go under the screens. That's all I'm asking for, bro. Like, make 2 to 3 mid-ranges a game. This game is gonna open up greatly, bro. And that's really all I want from Ja. Because I put lead a 50-win team, be top 4 in the West. That's gonna happen. If everyone's here, that's gonna happen. So yeah, my 3 is free throws, mid-range jump shot, and learning how to land. That's my 3 things I want him to correct. And then my expectations: first, second team All NBA, and top 5 to top 3 MVP vote. I really think he can win that jump, to be completely honest with you. But if he finishes top 3, I won't be mad. I don't really care about All-Star Game MVP. We've talked about like how terrible the All-Star Game is now. So I don't really care about All-Star Game MVP. But if he gets that too, that'd be cool. But yeah.
Man, I want dude coming for everything they got. If they make up an award this year, which they have in the past few years, make something else up. I want him to get that too. Like, I want this man to go home at the end of this year with every piece of jewelry and hardware that he can, because like you said, you done crapped on this man basically for the last year and a half, almost 2 years. At a certain point, when you talking about a guy that's got the talent, the cachet, the marketability, the charisma, the look, everything that the package of Ja Morant entails, you know that your game is better when he's on the floor and he's excelling at a high level.
The product of the NBA is better when
Come on,
Ja
man.
Morant is playing basketball.
He damn near is the product. Like we trying to figure out who's the.
Stop trying to make Anthony Edwards the amazing. I love Ant. I'm sorry, Anthony Edwards is a dog. Ja Morant, the marketability between Ja and Anthony Edwards,
It's not the
it's
same.
night and day. It's night and day, bro. And I love Ant. And it just after this last playoff series, I'm sorry, because this made me mad. After this last playoff series, they just tried to push Ant so much. Like Ja did the same. Like Ja was doing the same thing 2 years before Anthony Edwards even got on the scene like that. Like Ja was going head up with Steph Curry in his first year in the league, he was going head up with Damian Lillard in the play-in. Second year in the league, he was going over with Steph Curry and hit him in the play-in. Like, come on, it's levels to it. You feel me? Like, it's levels to it. Ja Morant's been doing this thing for a good minute now. He just been injuries and off the court stuff has taken him away from the game as much. And that's when and Edwards hasn't even been hurt like that. So crazy to him. But come on, bro. Like, it's levels to where the greatness goes, and I feel like a lot of people be it's just I'm sorry.
I mean, what else? What else? They supposed to do? What else they supposed to do though? Like who else was in the playoffs they was gonna push? They have a choice.
I still don't like it, bro. I'm sorry.
Like you know, a Griffin fan, we be getting in our feelings about different players. I ain't mad at it. Like they didn't have a choice.
It's not against Anthony Edwards. I like Anthony Edwards. It's not against him as a player. I think the league try to push him like Ja Morant doesn't exist. Like,
but who you gonna market when Ja ain't playing? That's what I'm saying. Like you can't market Luka. His game is not even it's not attractive at all. It wins games, but
you can't do SGA because he done.
You can't do SGA.
Nah. You
try with Tatum, but he
trying to be everybody else except Jayson Tatum. He trying to be everybody else but Jayson Tatum.
Who else do you market besides the guy that just say crazy shit all the time? You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't really have a choice. That's why dude has to be, and I think he is. I don't even want to say on the right and narrow. Like, do you? I've always said this. Just cut out the stuff that you know that's gonna get them a reason to kind of take away the stuff that you about to come take away from them, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's laid out perfectly for him, bro. And then even going back to what you were saying about storyline, because I believe that wholeheartedly. I've been watching some other stuff, even with this whole NBC coming back. NBC used to tell stories when they were commentating. We've gotten so used to like this hot take culture to where like it's hot takes before the game. You got the Kendrick Perkins and the Stephen A.
Terrible.
And then you got, shout out to Inside the NBA, but they don't even watch the games, bro. They don't even watch them.
I'm gonna shut up. I was gonna say some crazy Inside the NBA, but I don't want the Twitter and YouTube to get on my head. So I'm gonna
bro. They don't even watch it. Like it's been really bad for that from that standpoint. I think with NBC, the music, the nostalgia, everything that used to be basketball storytelling is about to come back. And what better story to tell in the inaugural season of NBC following the NBA again than the comeback story of Ja Morant? It started in the summer. It started early in the summer. It's leading up to, game one. I don't know how many games we're gonna have on there, but they got finals and playoffs and all this stuff, play-ins. I want y'all to go get the play-in MVP. I don't care, bro. Like I want this man to come take. Even if people say the stuff don't matter, that's fine. It's on my jacket. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of year that I want him to have. As far as statistics, I'm with you. I think this is my prediction. I think Ja finna average a double this year. I think he's finna come out and average 28 and 10 and about 6 rebounds. I think he's gonna do it. Like
that's tall.
You talking about the mid-range game? I think that's gonna be there. I've been saying that as well. The space that we saw Zach Edey create in Summer League, yes, it's Summer League, but it's still human beings that's finna have to get around these huge screens.
7'5" person.
It's there for Ja, bro. He finna be having like a one of them pads. Like what did they used to have? Like slam ball. Like, he gonna come around the screen and he gonna damn near see a slam ball pad. Like either I'm gonna jump over you or I'm gonna stop, jump, and shoot this jumper. Like the game is gonna be so much easier for him. And then you got the chip on your shoulder. I've heard that he ain't like the Olympic thing either. I've heard little tidbits of that. Again, I don't understand why if he's injured, but hey, throw all the chips on your shoulder, my guy. I ain't gonna tell
any
you
motivator you need, dog. You need all the motivation in the world. bro.
You go outside and a waltz get in your face and it piss you off. Hey, think about that waltz the next day. You know, when you dunking on whoever. Like, I don't care. But I want to see him, you know, take it. One of the things that I haven't talked about, man. I think we're gonna see a big leadership year from him as well. He's always been a leader on the court. He's always took it for his teammates, you know, in certain interviews and things like that. But I want to see, and what I'm expecting to see, I ain't gonna say what I want to see. I think he's gonna take another step in his leadership this year. Because
you mean like
just
overall,
man. I think it's gonna be a different aura from him because he got to sit back last year and see, like, we all talk about Dez being the leader of this team, and I don't think that means what I'm saying is I'm not saying that Dez is gonna take a step back. No, I think he's still gonna be a leader on the team. But I think that Ja got to sit back and watch everything play out, and it's like, all right, cool. I know what I got to do on the court, come back and be a killer. But I also got to walk different.
Yeah,
I know I'm Ja Morant, but y'all still got to act like y'all know I'm Ja Morant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is the house that I love the forefathers of grit and grind, but I'm building this new FedEx Forum. Like, I'm about to put banners up in this joint, not just because I played here. No disrespect.
Yeah.
But we finna put winning banners in the FedEx Forum, and I got to lead that. And so with everything involved, bro, like it's just this offseason, how everything is lining up. I think we about to see just something that Memphis ain't seen before. I think we're going to see a special season coming out from Ja. And it's going to motivate them guys. I can't remember what it's called on 2K, but when players are doing a certain thing and it just basically makes the other players play better, like, I can't remember what the term was, which we've seen
like
that before.
Yeah, I can't remember, like team morale, player progression,
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah,
he's going to upgrade all that. You're going to see guys turn it up a notch this year just because he out there with them and they see the fire that's in his eyes. So I'm excited as hell for this season, bro. I promise you. I can't wait.
And I agree with everything you said, but I feel like it's just another wrinkle. I honestly feel like Ja, he felt so bad that he couldn't help this team the way he wanted to last year. And I feel like he had a lot of time to reflect on things he could have done better on the court, and things he could have done better off the court. And like, it just goes deeper. Like, Ja, like, his daughter's getting older. Like, he's a family man. Like, I just feel like those type of things it's taking a minute, but I feel like it's gonna click with him. Cause like, I think Kari's like 4 or 5, you know, like, she's getting older. Like, you have kids, you understand 4 or 5 is the age where they understand what daddy does, what daddy doing. Is daddy upset? Is daddy in trouble? Is daddy this? Is daddy like, it's to the age that his daughter is gonna realize that his family is gonna realize. Like, I feel like it's just, and I feel like everybody goes. I'm not trying to go through our religions right now, but I feel like God put everybody through seasons for a reason. And I feel like the past 2 years has been a season for Ja, and it's just everything's gonna come to fruition at this time. This time next year, when we're talking about it, if we haven't won a championship, we talk about how Ja Morant had probably the best season of his career because he went through all this.
Yep.
And I feel like he felt so bad. It's like, bro, like, I got to tighten up, like, across the board. Like, it was a rough season last year for everyone involved. And luckily we had GG Jackson, Vince Williams, and all the other guys to lift it up. But it was a rough season for everybody involved last year. Like, everybody. Yep. And Ja spoke about himself, like he was in some dog days last year, even post suspension, you know, because he wasn't right. But I just feel like he understands what's at stake right now, or understands how, like you said, how it's on a platform. Like, we can actually do something special right now. And I feel like he's not gonna waste that opportunity. Like he said, it's scary hours for a lot of people out here. Like he said, I'm like setting fire right now, and it's scary hours for everybody. And I feel like he really had that mentality that there isn't a guy on the court with him ever that he feel like is just better than him. And he's straight on that. I feel like Ja Morant is thinking, he knows that no matter if we play LeBron, Jokic, Giannis, Steph, he wholeheartedly believes he's the best player on that floor.
Every night. So fill in this blank for me. Next season, Ja will be a top blank point guard in the NBA.
Point guard? Oh, top 2.
Ja will be a top blank guard in the NBA.
Just straight up guard, top 5.
Ja will be a top blank player in the NBA.
7, 8 at the low end, like at the low end, about 7, 8, probably.
I'm gonna say next year, this is my opinion. Man, finna go so crazy. I'm gonna call. He gonna be top point guard in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give him top 3 guard in the league. I'm gonna give him top 5 player, bro. We finna see something so crazy.
As y'all can see, Chris is a little more. He's a little hyped to me, but I like it.
I just think because I'm tired of like and maybe it's Team USA, maybe it's the playoffs as well. I've always talked about the players that just grind my gears and that I just feel like it's overrated and I can't stand watching them play basketball. It's always really been for the last 5 years or so. It's been Trey or Luka. Embiid is busting his way into that list to almost be number 1. And we always talk about how Embiid and Jokic are the top 1 and 2 players in the NBA. Because he gets to the foul line, like his game. I'm sorry, bro. Like I'm not putting him up there, but if that's what y'all want to say, Ja Morant is passing Embiid in the top 5, top 10 list. He's doing that this year. So when I look at it, it's like, all right, cool. If Embiid is out of the way, I know Jokic is right there. Giannis is going to be in the conversation. You probably got to throw Tatum in that conversation.
Maybe Brown now. Brown got to find his MVP.
They going to fight it out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Even though I feel like he don't turn up, though, to the playoffs, which is fine. This is fine. Hey, Jimmy Butler been doing it for the last 4-5 years. Yeah. But when you took them dudes, when I say them names, when we just saw Ja in his 3rd season, he was top 5 MVP voting for that. I think it was the first year that they were second in the West.
Yeah.
The MVP battle, he was like top 5. The motivation, the maturation, the improvement that we're going to see on the court and the storyline behind it all is lining up perfectly to be a top 5 season for that dude. That's my thought process behind what I'm saying. Not that I'm just, fanboying over or biasing over because he's a Grizzly player, but I'm just looking at it from that standpoint. I think yeah, bro, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be special, y'all.
And I hope you're right. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong and I'm rating him too low. I hope I'm not disrespecting him by putting him. But
hey, a top 10 Ja Morant still a hell of a player. Let's not act like that. yeah. That ain't. It ain't like you put him on these lists that said he was 25 or, you know what I'm saying? Like
them lists be blowing me. Yeah. Put Red Flag lead over Ja Morant. Like what? What's wrong with you, bro?
Let's stop. Yeah, man. I'm super excited. I know y'all are as well. October, whatever the first night of the season is, can't come fast enough because yeah, man, we got business to take care of. That's for sure.
We sent on Big B in all 24, 25.
Hey, Memphis Grizzlies, don't come out with no corny slogan this year either. Back to the ground was cool.
I didn't like it, but
this was horrible.
That was bad.
Fire the person that came up with it if they ain't fired out with it. Ready? Like this? What is that? Just stop. Bad.
Yeah. We need a new slogan. I don't know what it could be. I'm not that creative, but hey. Yeah, we ready. Say like we ready or it's our time. Like some just be like just something to represent that we taking over next year. Something like that.
Go through 3 6 Mafia song titles and find something cool out of that. Let's just move with that.
I think that's a good idea. I think that's a pretty good idea.
Oh man. Well, that's all we got today, man. We appreciate y'all sticking in with us. If you don't know, make sure you go ahead and follow us on all platforms, the No Bluffin podcast or on any platform that you listen to. Make sure you give us a subscribe if you haven't already on the Bluff City Media YouTube page. It's where you can catch us every Monday at 12 p.m. And that's all I got. Evan, before we get out of here, you got anything for us, bro?
Nah, fam. I'm chilling right now. I'm gonna try to get. It depends on what how this Luke situation goes. I may put up another article about Luke. May that. I'm thinking about doing an article about Scotty. Just to talk about what we're doing about him, if we do anything about him. Just do another possibility. But other than that, bro, I'm with you every week. That's all I got going, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, next week we're gonna lead the show off with what we presume the 2028 Olympic roster to be. Wanted to get to that this week, but we ran a little late, so we'll pop it off with that. Shout out to Anthony Say, he put a tweet out today that had my wheels going like, who do I think would be on there? Especially when you got people getting DMPs and shit. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, man, that's all we got today. We appreciate y'all sticking in with us, locking in with us every Monday at 12, even when you catch these on the playback. We appreciate that as well. We'll be back real soon with more info, more opinions, more hot takes. Not really hot takes, but we try.
When the season get here, then we can start hot takes and debates and all that. But when y'all understand, when the season ain't going on, we ain't going to disagree on too much. Like, ain't too much to be hostile about. Like,
Yeah, it is. Jayson Tatum got a DMP. I'm just playing. I ain't gonna
I'm gonna say, all right, bro. I'm gonna let you have it.
Yeah, man. Let him have it. We got Adam Pike next week going over, like I said, breaking down some Zach Edey film, man. Gonna be a hell of an episode, I know. So y'all stay tuned for that. But outside of that, man, we'll catch y'all next week. As always, go green.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the No Bluffing podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. For comprehensive coverage of all things Memphis sports, head over to www.bluffcitymedia.co and find out how you can become an insider. We will see you back here next week.